Hey there everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Are you by any chance planning to visit or have an extended stay in Colombia? Here's a guide to help you find out which is the right visa for you. In today's video, we're going to explore the different types of Colombian visas and help you find out the right one for your specific needs. So let's dive in. When it comes to entering and staying legally in Colombia as a foreigner, obtaining the right visa is essential. Understanding the various visa types and their requirements is the first step towards a hassle-free and smooth experience. That's why we've created this practical guide to help you navigate the process and find the perfect visa for you. Step 1. Let's start by identifying where you currently are. Whether you're in your home country, your country of residency, or already in Colombia, you can apply for a Colombian visa from any of these locations. Just keep in mind that once you've submitted your application, you should not leave the country until you have your final decision from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Step 2. Consider your nationality. Certain nationalities can enter Colombia without a visa. Instead, obtain a tourist permit, allowing them to stay for up to 90 calendar days, extendable for another 90 days. Some countries even have agreements with Colombia that grant their citizens special visa privilege like M Visa Mercosur, only for citizens of countries member of the Mercosur economic bloc, that is, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador. M Visa Andean. This visa allows citizens of the Andean region to travel and work in Colombia freely. The Andean countries include Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. V Digital Nomad Visa. Only the citizens of countries that do not require a visa to enter Colombia can apply for this visa. To find out if you're eligible for visa-free entry or any other visa category based on your nationality, check out the comprehensive list we've published in our blog, which we've linked below. Step 3. Assess your purpose of stay and duration. Are you visiting for tourism, business, work, study, retirement, or investment? Determining your purpose and desired duration will help you narrow down the specific visa options that are more suitable for you. Step 4. Explore the different visa categories and subcategories. Familiarize yourself with the main Colombian visa types and their purposes. The most common short-stay visas that foreigners apply for in Colombia are V Student Visa. This is a fairly accessible visa when considering studying in Colombia for a short period of time. For example, a Spanish course. You will be able to apply for this visa as long as you have proof of enrollment by an accredited institution and funds to pay for the mentioned studies. V Digital Nomad Visa. This is a visa designed for people who work remotely for a company outside Colombia and earn at least 3 minimum monthly Colombian wages, which by the date translates to 3,480,000 Colombian pesos, or around $850 during the last 3 months. V Service Provider Visa. This is a visa for a foreigner who has a service contract with a Colombian company. It is important to note that the company you work for must have an income greater than 116 million Colombian pesos. To apply for the visa, bank statements from the last 6 months must be submitted. V Tourism Visa. This visa is for people who want to visit Colombia and whose nationality is not exempt from visa requirements. For longer stays, the M Migrant Visas are the way to go. These include marriage visa, investor visa, work visa, and retirement visa, among others. For these options, the first thing to check is if you have any family ties with a Colombian. The viable options when you do are M Parent of a Colombian national. This visa allows foreign parents of a Colombian citizen to live and work in Colombia for an extended period of time. And to apply for this visa, the foreign parent must have a child who's a Colombian citizen, either by birth or by adoption. This visa can be granted for up to 3 years. Another option to consider is when you as a foreigner have a Colombian partner. Here we have 2 options. M Marriage Visa. This visa can be granted for up to 3 years and residence can be applied for after 3 years. To obtain this visa, Documents supporting the marriage and sufficient evidence must be presented to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to demonstrate that the relationship is genuine. M. Permanent Partner Visa. In order to apply for this visa, the document declaring the de facto marital union must have been formalized for 1 year. This visa is granted for a maximum of 1 year and allows you to apply for residency after 5 years, which means that you will need to apply for 6 visas before being able to apply for your residency. If you don't have a Colombian partner but still wish to pursue a long-term stay in the country, some other common options are M. Investor Visa. This visa can be obtained through the purchase of real estate with a value of at least 350 times the Colombian minimum wage. It is important to note that in order to apply for this Colombian visa type, the investment must be registered as a foreign direct investment. This means that the purchase of the property must be made before acquiring tax residence status. Also, if you consider this visa option, it is important to bring the funds into the country in the proper way to obtain the necessary supporting documents for the application. M. Visa for business owner or partner in a Colombian business. This visa can be obtained by investing 100 minimum wages into your own business or into an existing one. It is important to plan properly for the proper registration of funds in the company and comply with all the requirements imposed by the ministry. And keep in mind that the business owner visa can be granted for up to 3 years and allows you to accumulate time to apply for a residency. M. Retirement Visa. This visa is designed for people who are already retired and have a lifelong pension from a state entity or private fund greater than 3 minimum wages. Requirements for this visa type include presenting your criminal record certificate issued by the judicial, police, or penal authorities of the countries where you have resided during the last 3 years. This certificate must be translated and apostilled. Also, include a medical certificate issued by the Colombian authorities that shows the psychophysical fitness of the applicant. It can be granted for up to 3 years and allows you to accumulate time for a residency. M. Work Visa. The requirements for this visa are similar to the requirements for the service provider visa, with the difference residing in the type of contract that you have with the company. In this case, you must have an employment contract. This visa is for someone who has an employment relationship with a Colombian company. It is important to note that within the requirements for this visa, the company must have an income greater than 116 million pesos. And to apply for the visa, bank statements from the last 6 months must be submitted. And if you're looking for permanent residency, the R resident visa is your goal. Currently, there are 3 ways to obtain a Colombian resident visa. One is by obtaining a migrant visa and accumulating time as the holder of this visa without interruptions. Residency for Venezuelans under temporary protection statute applies to Venezuelan nationals who have had a regular stay in the country for at least 5 years. The applicant in this case must renounce to their nationality. Residency for people who have renounced to their Colombian nationality. This applies to former Colombian nationals who had to renounce their Colombian citizenship. Step 5. Evaluate the eligibility criteria. While each visa type has their own specific requirements, they all share some common criteria. You will need a valid passport, sufficient financial means, and a clean criminal record. Make sure to review the specific requirements of the visa category that you're interested in. Step 6. Consult with a local attorney. As the visa application process can be complex, consulting with an immigration attorney who's knowledgeable about the Colombian visa regulations can be invaluable. They can assess your individual circumstances and guide you through the application process for the visa that best fits your needs. Step 7. Gather the required documentation. Once you've determined the right visa category for you, start gathering all the required documentation for the application. Don't forget to make the required payments for the application processing and the visa issuance. Remember, the visa application process may take up to 30 days for a final response, so be patient and stay prepared. Need some assistance? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Here at Nexo Legal, we offer comprehensive visa services to help you navigate the Colombian visa process with ease. From initial consultation to final approval, our experienced team is committed to providing exceptional service and ensuring successful outcomes for our clients. Thank you for joining us today in this informative journey through the world of Colombian visas. We hope this guide has shed some light on the process and helped you determine the best visa for your specific needs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. And if you have any questions or need assistance with your Colombian visa application, feel free to reach out to us here at Nexo Legal. We're here to help you in every step of the way.